Eat bacon, eat cheese, eat all the fatty and delicious things, and you'll lose weight. That's just how it is, because that's not how it is. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Sarah Jane, and today I'm gonna tell you how to start keto. So if you've been anywhere online or on the internet, you've probably heard about the ketogenic diet and how people are losing crazy amounts of weight on it, and I'm gonna tell you how you can start it as well. Personally, I've lost 30 pounds using a ketogenic diet, and I've stopped using it as a diet and kind of switched to it as a lifestyle. And so I just want to let you know before I start this video that a ketogenic diet is something that you can do sustainably for a long period of time. Let's get into the video. The first thing you want to do when you want to start a ketogenic diet is you want to stop eating carbohydrates. You want to completely stop eating things like rice, pasta, bread, fruit, sugary drink, pop, juice, quinoa, things that are made with grain, things that are made with wheat, anything that is a carbohydrate you want to cut out of your diet completely. If you need help or you have no idea what you can eat on a ketogenic diet, click the link down below and you can download a grocery list for keto for free. So make sure you click that link down below and download a free keto grocery list from yours truly. The most important part of the ketogenic diet is keeping your carbs low. The general rule of thumb is under 20 net carbs per day, but that can vary depending on who you are. But the general rule of thumb is 20 net carbs per day. The second thing you want to do when you want to start keto is you want to calculate your keto macros. Now, a lot of people don't like to work with numbers, or a lot of people don't really feel comfortable counting calories or calculating their macros, but the fact of the matter is the ketogenic diet is something that's, I would say, new, and I'm putting this in brackets. So it's just new to the general public. It's very easy to just say, eat bacon, eat cheese, eat all the fatty and delicious things, and you'll lose weight. That's just how it is, because that's not how it is. There is still science at play, and so you need to calculate your macros so that you can figure out the amounts of things that you're supposed to be eating so that you'll be able to see the benefits of the diet. You might be asking yourself, what is a macro? Well, there are 3 major macronutrients, and they are protein, carbs, and fats. An example of a carb is, for example, bread, or quinoa, or rice, or fruit, or juice, or pop. Even though you're eating a fruit, it will convert back into a sugar. Even though you're eating rice, it converts back into a sugar. That's how your body metabolizes things. So carbohydrates are sugars. Fats are things like oil, whether it be olive oil or coconut oil or chicken grease or bacon grease or things like avocado. Those type of things are rich in fat. So on a ketogenic diet, we want to focus on eating naturally occurring saturated fats that are good for you. An example of protein would be meat, fish, pork, shrimp, chicken. Those things are classified as proteins. When you calculate your keto macros, you'll put the information of your body in there, your height, your weight, your gender, and your body fat percentage, and they will tailor a set of keto macros for you to abide by and to use when you eat food. It will tell you the number of net carbs you need to have every day, the amount of protein you need to have every day, and the amount of fat you need to have every day. And the reason why calculating your keto macros is different from calculating your regular macros is because the generally recommended amount of protein, fat, and carbs that you need to eat on a standard American diet varies from a ketogenic diet. So I always recommend for people to calculate their keto macros because it makes it so much easier for them to track what they're eating and be able to know if they're staying on track or if they're going overboard. So the next thing you want to do after lowering your carbohydrate intake and calculating your keto macros is you want to slowly increase the amount of protein and healthy fats that you're eating. The hardest thing on keto, I think we can all agree on, is decreasing your carbohydrates. But once that happens, you'll decrease and deplete your glycogen stores. And now it's time for you to load up on the protein and the fats, the things that will be fueling your body from now on. An example of slowly increasing your protein and your healthy fat is switching from a lean protein source into a fattier protein source. An example of this would be ditching the chicken breast and going for chicken thighs instead. Chicken thighs have a higher fat content than chicken breast, and those are the type of things that you want to be ingesting because fats are what's going to be fueling you now instead of carbs. You don't want to be limiting your fats, but you want to be steadily and slowly and within your macros increasing your fat and protein. You might also want to consider frying your food in healthy fat sources like ghee or butter, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, those type of things, so that you can increase the amount of healthy fats you're intaking and decrease the amount of unhealthy fats you're intaking. You don't want to be using things like vegetable oil or canola oil. Those type of oils are highly inflammatory to your body, and they're generally not keto friendly. The next thing you want to do after lowering your carbohydrates, calculating your keto macros, and slowly increasing your healthy protein and fats is you want to get your electrolytes in. If you have a headache on a ketogenic diet, if you feel bad on a ketogenic diet, 9 times out of 10, your electrolytes are out of whack. On a ketogenic diet, it's hard to retain electrolytes, so you need to be consciously inputting electrolytes into your body to make sure everything is functioning well. On a standard American diet, a lot of the food is high in sodium, and so your body is also in a state where it's able to maintain and retain those electrolytes and you feel fine. However, in the initial stages, when you are switching to a ketogenic diet, it's going to be a little bit harder for your body to retain those electrolytes. The 3 main electrolytes are magnesium, sodium, and potassium. And magnesium, sodium, and potassium are the 3 main electrolytes that you need to make sure that you're replenishing when you're just starting out on keto. You need to be eating things like green leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, broccoli, bone broth, dark chocolate, meat to consciously replenish your electrolytes. You need to do that so you'll be able to make sure that you won't get headaches, you won't be crampy, and you won't feel like crap on this way of eating. You don't only have to get your electrolytes in from those type of food sources. I know that a lot of people like to drink things like Powerade Zero or use water enhancers in their water to try and get trace electrolytes, and those work as well, but you really want to make a conscious effort to do things like salt your food with sea salt, have an avocado a day, or eat some dark chocolate every so often to make sure that your electrolytes are in balance on this way of eating. And the final thing I recommend for you to do on how to start keto is for you to get your water in. Getting your water in is an important thing to do no matter what type of diet you're on. If you're a vegan, if you're a vegetarian, if you eat ketogenically, if you eat a standard American diet, it's important for you to drink water. Even more so on a ketogenic diet, you want to make sure that you're getting your water in so you won't get backed up, especially when you're switching from one diet to another. Obviously, your metabolism is going to be a little bit out of whack, and so you want to make sure you're giving your body everything it needs to heal itself and to perform at optimal levels. So this is how to start keto. If you're more of a reader than a watcher, that's cool. You can check out the blog post down below, and it has everything I've just said in this video down there so you can refer to at a later date. And if you're looking for a community of people to join together to talk about your problems, to struggle together, to discuss about why you're not losing weight or why you're gaining weight, consider joining the Keto for Dummies Facebook group, a Facebook group of people just like you who want to start the ketogenic diet but have no idea where to start. We post informational videos, we share our food, we share our struggles, and we share how we're doing in the keto group. So be sure to join Keto for Dummies. The link is down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. You can leave any comments down below and I'll be able to get back to them as soon as possible. This has been your friend SJ, and I'm documenting the process.